Today, we go back and look at some of the great action from the summer of 1991, this time on ESPN. Hello, everyone. I'm Craig Johnson. On today's show, we'll see the wild man from Denver, Colorado, Wild Bill Irwin. He likes to use the whip in the ring. Don't know if it will come into play on this particular edition, but it's always there. Ray Evans against Big Bully Busick from Weirton, West Virginia, stogie in mouth, and every now and then he seems to like to use the stogie case for a weapon himself. We'll see the tag team of Jeff Gaylord and Gorgeous Gary Young against the Cartel's team of Makhan, Singh and Hustler Rip Rogers. Dapper Dan will take on the Lightning Kid. If you haven't seen the Lightning Kid in action so far here on the GWF, we've got a treat in store for you. We're going to go back and take a look at the light heavyweight championship tournament, speaking of the Lightning Kid. Plus, we will see the Patriot in action against Hollywood John Tatum. All that today on GWF Wrestling. Stay tuned. Germany, an excellent competitor, and they're going to get right into it. Is Wild Bill Irwin the opponent?
Wild Bill Irwin, very unorthodox in the ring, Craig. We're going to see Chris Germany very, very much the tactician in the ring. Wild Bill Irwin, the all-out brawler.
Irwin sends Germany into the ropes, gets him with a high knee. A little bit different look for Wild Bill Irwin.
Absolutely. We're used to seeing the jeans and scarf and whip look. Now we've got just a little bit of spandex in there, looks like, changing his image, as it were.
I don't think he's changed his image quite enough to make us believe he's not going to be a brawler anymore.
Well, he's not mild Bill Irwin. He's Wild Bill Irwin, and he's going to show that all match long. Look at that.
Well, he says you got to love it. I don't know if Chris Germany's loving it at the current time.
I would tend to doubt that very much, as Bill Irwin really putting it to Germany here in the first match on Major League Wrestling of the GWF.
Senior referee Sean O'Brien, the official for this matchup, as Germany tries to have a little bit of impact on Wild Bill Irwin. Nothing doing there as a thumb to the eye snapmare by Wild Bill Irwin gets him in control.
Well, we've seen Wild Bill Irwin in various guises, as it were, over the years. He's had his hair very short. He's been bulked up. He's been small. He's had his hair cut. He's had his hair long. He's worn the spandex outfit he's in there in now. He's worn the blue jeans. He's really changed his look several different times, and that's part of the mental game of wrestling, Craig. You never know when you're wrestling Wild Bill Irwin who's going to step into that ring.
What head is going to be slammed into which turnbuckle? Right now, the double jeopardy question by Wild Bill Irwin, getting set for a very good scientific wrestling move, the suplex.
Well, not to belittle Bill Irwin. He is a very accomplished wrestler who just has decided to take those shortcuts, those brawling techniques. He not going to take away from his wrestling ability. He has an awful lot of it. He just doesn't show it very much.
The body slam by Irwin as Wild Bill from Colorado climbs the ropes on to rope number 2, goes up and comes down right on top of Germany. I guess now that Germany has been reunified, he's trying to split this Germany apart.
That's right. It's going to be north and south instead of east and west if he keeps kicking him in the stomach like that. Irwin really putting the boots to Germany. Germany really hasn't mounted any offense in this entire match, Craig. Irwin has dominated from the very beginning of the match.
And that's very rare when you're talking about a competitor the likes of Chris Germany, because I've seen him in there against some of the toughest, and he just does not back down from anybody. But Wild Bill Irwin's not just anybody, as he's told us so many times.
Absolutely. Chris Germany giving it everything he had, but he's in there against Bill Irwin, who is blessed with the experience that young Chris Germany is not. But Chris Germany, an up-and-coming wrestler. But
Germany sent into the rope and side suplex. No, backbreaker over the knee. Had him picked up. Kind of a lackadaisical cover there. I don't think Irwin thinks his business is done.
And senior referee Sean O'Brien really giving it to Bill Irwin there, as Irwin did not want to take the 3 count. Wanted to put just a little more punishment on Chris Germany. Would not take the pin when he obviously had it.
Through the ropes, he goes down onto the floor. And Irwin says, get him in here. Well, Wild Bill, you're the one that threw him out.
Hold up. You're talking logic to Wild Bill Irwin.
Not something you do normally. As Germany rises back to his feet, Wild Bill Irwin awaiting him back in the ring. Irwin awaiting to be the doorman. And obviously the admittance of Chris Germany not allowed in this hotel.
Tossed right back out on the street there, Craig, as Bill Irwin really putting it to Chris Germany.
Irwin brings him in the hard way. And Chris Germany trying to shake out the cobwebs. Cobwebs, oh!
That'll shake him out for you.
Irwin trying to slap him out now. Wild Bill Irwin from Colorado. Into the ropes goes Germany. Duck under by Germany. Well done. But there it is. The floating mule kick. I think we could say goodnight to Mr. Germany.
Good night.
Wild Bill does it.
Of the match, Wild Bill Irwin.
When we return, Scott Hudson will be talking to Jim Cornette and Stan Lane.
Hi, I'm Tim Allen, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my new series coming this fall.
No running in the house.
First, I've got to make some adjustments on that TV.
No, leave it alone.
Just take me a minute.
Don't touch the television.
Just about got it. There. Oh, no.
I'll call the repairman.
The premiere of Home Improvement this week on ABC TV.
Tim, what did you do to the phone?
Huh?
NASCAR racing's hot car is the Chevy Lumina, piloted by jockeys like Daytona champion Ernie Irvan.
My Lumina puts me in victory lane. Here's your chance to win the Lumina of your choice, like a new Z34. From now until the halfway point of ESPN's next Pick the Winning Chevy race, you can call and enter the number of the Lumina you think will finish highest in the race for just 99 cents a minute. The winner will be selected from all correct phone and mail entries. Hey, nice job.
Well, a man who has already topped the charts in Britain, trying to top the charts here in North America, exotic Adrian Street.
I don't know what kind of chart he wants to top with that kind of act, Craig, but he really is loved by the fans here at the Global Dome.
Well, he is the partial owner of the Bizarre Bazaar, a clothing store that he says makes all his ring apparel, but that's about as bizarre can be.
You won't catch me wearing that to the church on Sunday. That's a flashy-looking outfit there on Adrian Street.
And a flashy-looking mask on the man from Mexico, El Bandalero. Bandalero from parts unknown, except we know it's in Mexico. I think that's just down the road a little bit from Cancun.
Just a little bit from Cancun. Now that you mentioned Cancun, there's several parts I don't know about in Cancun, but that's a different dance altogether. But look at the exotic one, Craig.
Speaking of a dance.
Really?
Around we go. Where he stops, Bandalero, don't know.
He wants to, though. Bandalero, one of those lucha libre individuals from Mexico. High-flying action from the Mexican wrestlers.
I'd say that Street's doing the high-flying right about here, and a nice single-leg takedown. We'll see a lot of the European moves out of a man who held the World Light Heavyweight Championship, the European version, over in, as a matter of fact, two of the organizations over in Europe, also the European Heavyweight Champion, which he took on some very big men over there for that one.
Adrian Street, not a very big fellow when compared to people like Rasta the Voodoo Man and Makhan Singh, but Adrian Street can hold his own in that ring. As you can see here, some very good amateur ring work by the exotic one.
Bandalero is wondering which rodeo this happens to be, as Street has them all tangled up, tied up almost like one of those little calves that you see in the calf roping.
Probably not an awful lot of calf roping in the Royal Forest of Dean, though, I wouldn't think.
This is a preview of some of the action that you will see from the Global Wrestling Federation in the light heavyweight division.
Light heavyweight wrestling, very popular worldwide, and I'm glad to see the Global Wrestling Federation bringing some of the light heavyweights, the junior heavyweights, into the Global Wrestling Federation, and more importantly, into North America, so we can see that high-flying action.
The light heavyweight champion will be crowned soon. We'll let you know more about it here on Major League Wrestling. Some interesting comments from some of our fans. Perhaps Bonnie Blackstone, I understand, is standing by with one of them. Bonnie?
You're right, Craig. I'm here with Glenn taking a look at this great Adrian Street match. You had a comment on Adrian Street?
Yeah, Adrian Street is probably the most unique wrestler I've ever seen wrestling.
All right, Craig. I think everybody feels that way. Back to you.
Well, Bonnie getting the scoop on exotic Adrian Street from the people who know best, the fans.
Just a little scoop there from BB out in the crowd. And that's one of the great things about Global, Craig, is we involve the fans. We appreciate the fans, we respect the fans, and we want the fans to have an input into the Global Wrestling Federation, and I think Bonnie's doing a terrific job with that.
Well, Street seems to be in control here, and in control a little bit more with that uppercut forearm that he's known so well for. Now a little bit of the brawling tactic out of the exotic one. Now this is one of the stranger versions of a half Nelson I've ever seen, with a real chin lock. And now he's going to go to work on the arm. Street just punishing El Bandalero. And now Bandalero says, okay, I've had about enough. Time to go back to some of the roughhouse tactics that I'm used to from Mexico, apparently.
Well, you'll notice that El Bandalero has not resorted to the lucha libre type high-flying moves, because he has to know that Adrian Street can match him move for move off the top rope, in the air, and the aerial attacks. He's trying to alter his game plan to take it to Street from a brawling standpoint. He obviously has Street well scouted here, because right now he's got him down for all two, almost a three.
The near fall there, give credit to El Bandalero, but back with a reversal. The exotic one from the Royal Forest of Dean.
Dean who?
The Royal Forest of Dean.
Oh.
Not Dean Martin.
He's a pretty important guy to have his own forest.
We've been watching Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves too long.
Oh.
How about a few elbows right to the midsection and one to El Nozo of El Bandalero? I don't know if that's proper Spanish.
I'm almost certain it's not.
Oh. But right now putting some proper brutal British tactics is exotic Adrian Street, who is not resorted to the closed fist. It's always the forearm or the elbow. And here's that combination half Nelson rear chin lock, followed up by the high knee.
That's twisting a neck in what amounts to two different directions, Craig. You'll notice that the neck is just to the left at the chin level and to the right at the forehead level. That has got to hurt in there.
Well, speaking of hurting, a few more forearm shots and an elbow, and that can cause some major dental work coming up. I don't know if El Bandalero has insurance paid up or not. Exotic Adrian Street. Now, a scientific maneuver turned into kind of a brutal maneuver there by El Bandalero. Has the full Nelson, but Street gets into the crucifix. Net roll. 1, 2, 3.
Model closeout time is here, and we're making deals at Brown Motors in Petoskey. It's no secret that the 92s are on their way, and car buyers know that the prices are slashed to the bone at the end of each model year. All of our 91s must go. We're offering 2.9% financing, or rebates as high as $2,000 on select models. Come see us about a straightforward, no-nonsense year-end deal at Brown Motors in Petoskey, selling transportation since 1898.
Okay, team, you've given a super effort so far, but to get to the #1 spot, we have to give 100%, like these guys.
They're at the top of their game right now. They're playing with intensity, guts, and determination. As long as we stay focused, nothing can stop us. I want everybody watching and learning from the starting lineup. They're true professionals. So let's fire up and go out there and hit somebody. Watch the Dallas Cowboys battle the Phoenix Cardinals Sunday, September 22nd at 8 p.m. on TNT.
Before the Buffaloes roam and the Cougars roar, before fans get crazy and the passes soar. Preview, profile, first and 10. College game day, ESPN.
Big Bully Busick from Powerhouse Hill in Weirton, West Virginia. Somebody's brought a Mario doll down.
Uh-oh.
That's not the way to make friends and influence sweet Mario. No. That's the big bully. He may not be the tallest man in the world, Scott Hudson, but I tell you, I wouldn't want to meet him in any alley.
Absolutely not, Craig. I don't want to make him go into World 3, World 4, or World 6. I don't want him to have to capture any princes I know. He is the big bully Busick. And look at him just trying to intimidate senior official Sean O'Brien. He will have none of it. And what in the world? Look at that.
Placing the cigar back into its case. The fans aren't saying Mario, but I'm sure that if Big Bully gets into some of his tactics, they'll pick up the chant quite quickly.
He's got enough pre-match rituals down there, Craig. I wonder if he's going to get a mat on the ring and bow to the east and throw salt or something. He's done about everything else in there.
Ray Evans, the opponent for, and there's the Mario chant being picked up.
He does not like that at all.
I would watch out. Well, surprise.
Well.
And then surprise again.
Ray Evans caught unsuspecting by the big Bully Busick, offered his hand as a token of sportsmanship, if you will, but then offered his boot as a token of unsportsmanship. Good night. Look at that mug.
Mug indeed. Evans into the ropes, elbow from the big Bully. Now, I understand, Scott, that the competition committee has been looking into the use of the heart punch, which he calls the Bully Blaster.
I was going to mention that, Craig. He calls it the Bully Blaster. He will argue until the cows come home that it is not a heart punch. He says it's the Bully Blaster. It's not in any way relative to the heart punch made famous by the likes of Ox Baker many, many years ago.
Stan Stasiak also.
Stan Stasiak won several world titles with the heart punch. But this isn't a hard punch. He says it's a Bully Blaster.
Now, Ray Evans tried to come back with the boot to the face, but Big Bully just stood there as though it didn't do any damage. Well, on Big Bully Busick, how much damage could you do?
Well, he's had so many boots to the face, as evidenced by that mug he's got. It probably doesn't affect him anymore. He's got so much scar tissue, he can't feel it. Poor Ray Evans is really feeling the brunt of the attack of Big Bully Busick. Something is wrong with Busick. He is just on the fans. He's destroying poor Ray Evans in there. He's a man with a mission. I wonder what that mission is. He is really, really on a rampage here.
I don't know if that's one of the topics that Joe Pedicino has to talk about in the News Center, but the News Center coming up right after this match. Still yelling out the fans about calling him Mario.
Well, you'd think the fans would learn by now, Craig, that, oh, what am I saying? Call him Mario.
Well, maybe it's like the little kid. You tell them not to do something, and the first thing they do is do it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I wonder what Big Bully was like as a little kid.
Probably just like you described there, Craig. Everything he was told to do, the first thing he did was turn around and do it just to be pure mean. This guy, he was the guy that took your milk money. He was the guy that took your lunch money. He's the one that asked your sister to the prom and then stood her up.
Not my sister. I don't know. I honestly don't think I'd let this guy go out with my sister, but I wouldn't have much of a choice, I believe. Here's Big Bully Busick, sends Evans down, brings him down with a power slam.
That
Big
right there,
Bully Busick.
That should finish Ray Evans. He could get the pin right now. Quite obviously, Ray Evans is a beaten man, but look at the Bully. Picking him right back up, and here we go.
Sets him up. He calls it the Bully Blaster. This one is over.
Ring the bell.
To keep myself in great condition, I have to do lots of things. I used to think keeping my hair in great condition took lots of things, too. Then I found Pert Plus.
Pert Plus combines shampoo with a breakthrough microbead conditioner that's released as you shampoo to condition evenly. For hair this great in just one step.
With Pert Plus, my hair feels like it's in better condition than I am. Hi. Got the ticket?
Tickets? Oh, let's go.
Pert Plus, great hair that's one step ahead.
When you're working out, you want to give it all you've got. General Nutrition Centers features Liquid Power Energy Lift, the fast-acting formula of aminos and natural herbs. Help maximize your tough workout with Liquid Power Energy Lift. GNC, the authority in sports nutrition products. Say who we are, and you save this with your discount subscription to this. Road and Track at the lowest rate going. An instant TV discount of $9.97 off the basic rate if you grab the bargain now.
Call toll-free 1-800-544-1000. 12 issues are just $9.97. An instant TV discount of half off the basic subscription rate. To save now, call 1-800-544-1000. That's 1-800-544-1000.
On Major League Wrestling, Bonnie Blackstone here with one of our great GWF fans. This is Harley. Harley, it's nice to have you here in the great Global Dome. As you look around, I can't help but notice you admiring one of our great stars here who wears the red, white, and blue, the Patriot. What are your comments on watching the Patriot wrestle here tonight?
I think he's a good wrestler, and he fights good, and I like the way his mask is and stands for the U.S., United States.
Now, you said that you wanted to be a wrestler just like the Patriot when you grew up?
Yes.
All right, I think everybody feels that way here in the Global Dome tonight.
Makhan, Singh, and Rip Rogers, two members of something we're now starting to hear about, something called the cartel.
Well, what in the world is the cartel? But more importantly, who is this boss we keep hearing referred to? The boss of the cartel. We know that Makhan Singh and Rip Rogers belong to the cartel, but who is the boss and who else is in the cartel? Do we know? Will we ever know?
We do know the other two men in the ring. That man right there, gorgeous Gary Young, his partner, Jeff Gaylord. Now, admittedly, in years past, even months past, Young and Gaylord have been on the wrong side of the tracks, if you will. So this could be either a very good wrestling match, but knowing the cartel, I think it's going to be more like a brawl.
Absolutely, Craig. One of the tenets of the Global Wrestling Federation, real wrestling, real fighting in there. And I tell you what, they don't come any tougher or any more real than Makhan Singh, Rip Rogers, Gary Young, and Jeff Gaylord. This promises to be an excellent match.
Young out of Houston, Texas, going against Rip Rogers, who gets a hold of the arm bar. Rogers hailing from Seymour, Indiana, and right now he saw more of gorgeous Gary Young than he wanted to see.
Oh, that's good. Going for those lines of the week early, are we? Seymour, Indiana, and Karachi, Pakistan. Boy, that's not the Twin Cities there, I don't think.
And the fans picking up the chant of "Go, Gary, go!" Young, very popular here in the Global Dome.
That's a great look at the fans here in the Global Dome.
Rogers with a step over. Nice! Roll, followed by the drop kick by gorgeous Gary Young. Rogers looking for higher ground. He may just find it, courtesy of the gorgeous one.
He found about 5 feet of higher ground there, Craig, as Gary Young really is in control of Rip Rogers, and Rip Rogers takes 6 on the outside.
Rip and Makhan. Now, it's actually there's a lot of debate how Makhan is spelled. We can't even find out because every time we ask him, he says, "Don't call me Norman." That's not even what we're asking.
That's not an answer to the question at all. I think that he's going for the spelling of M-A-K-H-A-N. And I don't know how you pronounce that. We just now got the spelling right. We're working on the pronunciation next week. But he ain't Norman no more.
Gaylord and Rogers in a collar and elbow tie-up, and knee lift by Rogers puts him in control. Trying to go for the hip toss. And Gaylord says this is what being the Big 8 Player of the Year will do. Look at that shoulder block.
Great move by the old Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord, all set and ready for action, and Rip Rogers once again going to take 6 on the outside. He wants no part of Jeff, and here he comes to the outside to meet him.
He's about to get part of him as Gaylord. Oh no, wrong corner, Rip. Hello, how are you? Rip Rogers having his problems with a team of Jeff Gaylord and gorgeous Gary Young, as we have yet to see Makhan Singh in the ring, but outside of the ring, he does his damage.
In comes the big man from Pakistan, Makhan Singh. And now double teaming on Gaylord. This is not good for Gaylord.
Singh has Gaylord down, brings him down. 1, 2. The save by Gorgeous Gary Young. Rogers comes in.
Was there a tag there?
There was one right there. Gaylord comes off the rope right into a set of cartel elbows. A leg the size of something you'd find at Big Sur just came down across the throat of Jeff Gaylord.
Well, there's a very flattering shot of Makhan Singh there.
Singh sends Gaylord. Oh! Devastating clothesline. Takes down the man from Kansas City. Gaylord in the wrong territory there. Double body slam takes Jeff Gaylord up and over. Rogers trying to figure out what to do with the big man. He better get over. No, not there in time to prevent the tag. Here comes Gorgeous Gary Young. Into the ropes, Young. High back drop. Now comes Singh. And Singh may be dancing to a different tune after this. A tag to Makhan Singh. Watch out from behind, Gorgeous Gary. Because if Singh gets in the ring, you with a Karachi crunch.
Oh.
Young was ready, but this freight train's going too darn fast. The cartel picks it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the match, Makhan Singh and Rip Rogers.
Up next, we'll see the debut of the man known as the Lightning Kid when we return.
This ESPN program is brought to you by Smooth Bush Beer and Easy Drinking Bush Light.
How to live like a mountain man. A true mountain man lives a solitary life, living for nothing more than an honest day's work and the rugged companionship of his fellow mountain men. It's a full-time job, but it does have its rewards, like smooth bush beer and easy drinking bush light. So, head for the mountains. Because once a mountain man has his mountains, what more could he possibly want?
Hi, I'm Tim Allen, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my new series coming this fall.
No running in the house.
First, I've got to make some adjustments on that TV.
No, leave it alone.
Just take me a minute.
Don't touch the television.
Just about got it. There. Oh, no.
I'll call the repairman.
The premiere of Home Improvement this week on ABC TV.
Tim, what did you do to the phone?
Huh?
And here's defender Bill Jackson warming up for his title bout with the challenger, the Stork Chocolate Reason. And the fight is on. Oh, it looks like the Stork Chocolate Reason may triumph this time, but hey, Bill shows plenty of staying power. He's no quitter, and yeah, the tide has turned. Bill Jackson has him up against the ropes. Bill Jackson has licked the Stork Chocolate Reason. And now he's enjoying his victory. Stork Chocolate Reason, the chocolate challenge.
The Lightning Kid, live and lean at 6'2", 201 pounds, going against Dapper Dan. The Lightning Kid out of Tampa, Florida, a man who has won championships up in the Northern Territories, and he's going right to work. The Lightning Kid with a series of karate kicks right to the throat.
Lightning Kid may look like a little guy in there, Craig. He's 201 pounds and 6'3", which is taller than you, almost as tall as you, a lot taller than I. But he's a full package in there. He can handle himself.
A count of 2. Now, this man apparently has trained with a lot of Oriental techniques. Goes under, and a monkey flip by Dapper Dan. Dapper Dan with a clothesline, sending the Lightning Kid flying, and then he goes down again, and the Kid is quite upset. Neck breaker by Dapper Dan. Dapper Dan goes for the cover. Count of 1 by referee Rick Manning. The Kid sent into the ropes. Hard in the ropes. Dapper Dan pulls him out. Monkey flip again.
Look at the cut in the kid's hair. He's got those lightning bolts cut just above his ear, and his hair painted red. He is hung up on this lightning thing, isn't he? Oh!
Ah! Well, those lightning bolts haven't taken anything away from the smarts of the Lightning Kid as he puts one of those karate boots. Now, he's got wrestling boots, but has the karate pads. Oh, what a chop. The Lightning Kid sends Dapper Dan into the corner, and a drop kick. There was nowhere for Dapper Dan to go. Absolutely nowhere. Usually you have room to fall. And the leg lariat by the Lightning Kid.
He is impressive in there, Craig. He's a tall, lanky drink of water in there, but he knows his stuff in the ring. Here we go.
The suplex takes him down. Count of 2.
That's the Northern Lights suplex, Craig.
He has been watching a little bit of Japanese wrestling, hasn't he?
I was going to mention those swift corner kicks made famous by Akira Maeda in Japan. Lightning Kid every bit as tough in that. Oh, boy.
I've never seen a clothesline where the man actually goes up before he comes down. And a count of 2 is Dapper Dan hanging in there.
You got to give Dapper Dan credit. He's only got to push 201 pounds up off of him, but he is such a beaten man in there. He's just had it really handed to him. It's tough to get even that much weight off of him.
The Lightning Kid earned his name, Lightning Quick, coming down right across the throat. Dapper Dan looked like he was in control a little bit earlier in the match, but right now it's the quickness of the Lightning Kid that seems to be working. The Kid sends him into the corner. Here he comes. Nobody home. The Kid lands on the top rope, somehow gains his balance and comes down. It may have affected him a little bit as Dapper Dan now going to take control after the Kid looks dazed. Ducks under there, cross body, count of 1, count of 2, and almost a count of 3 by Rick Manning.
Kind of a lackadaisical cover there by the Lightning Kid. That arrogance you were talking about, Craig. He thought he had him, just kind of laid over on him, didn't get the count.
The Kid sends him down to the floor. 3, 4, 5. Dapper Dan trying to, over the top rope, brought him down with a bulldog. The Lightning Kid looked like he was just going to stick around and wait for him to come back. Then all of a sudden, a bulldog from over the top rope.
This is really impressing me, Craig. His attitude is just not good, but his ring ability is something else.
Oh, there it is! The cloudburst! Count of 1, count of 2, count of 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the Lightning Kid!
Until now, you haven't seen the real NFL.
Right now, you go for the jugular.
Now, through hidden cameras and hidden microphones,
I hate them college guys.
You'll discover the hidden NFL. The NFL you've never seen before video, only from Sports Illustrated.
I like that old time rock and roll.
Hey, baby, let's go out there like a bunch of crazy dogs. Have some fun.
The hidden NFL video is the perfect Christmas gift for any sports fan, and it's free with a paid subscription to Sports Illustrated.
Take no prisoners.
Play action, big.
Hear what the coaches are thinking.
This is why you lift all that weight.
See how the refs control a game.
This is the NFL, which stands for not for long when you make them call it.
Feel what it's really like to play in the NFL.
The quarterback body crumbled, man, when you hit him in the throat. Our quarterback got clubbed in the face and the neck right there. He's going to live, but that is a penalty. Good drive, baby!
The video's a great Christmas gift.
Son, I got to do better than this.
And the hidden NFL video is free when you subscribe to Sports Illustrated, the magazine that gives you hidden photos, hidden stories, and the hidden truth week after week. And only Sports Illustrated has the football preview issues and the 92 swimsuit issue. Call now for Christmas savings of over 65% off the cover price. Your gift will be 55 issues of Sports Illustrated for only 99 cents an issue. For faster delivery, use your credit card. Call right now and get the hidden NFL video free.
If you're ever going to get a blitz, this is it right here.
OT, get him, Ralph! Get him! Get the ball! Get the ball! Get the ball! Yeah!
Call now. Use your credit card. Get holiday savings on Sports Illustrated and get the hidden NFL video free.
On the count of three, gentlemen. 1, 2, 3. Heads, heads, tails. Mr. Landell, you have drawn the bye. You will go into the championship match, a playoff match between the Patriot and Chris Walker.
You got to think that coin flip was everything in this tournament, Craig.
And now going to work on that shoulder that went awry, so to speak, is Conan Chris Walker on the Patriot.
The interesting thing here with two men who are just built almost exactly the same in the ring together, they know how to wrestle each other because they know their own weaknesses. Chris Walker's weaknesses, probably, arguably, the same weaknesses the Patriot has because they're basically built exactly the same. The points of balance really come into play. You work on the arms, you work on the legs, you work on the head. You soften him up with the body slams, you soften him up with that type of maneuver to get to the point of balance, to take the man to the mat, to put him down for that 1, 2, 3.
Well, here goes the Patriot up to the top. Could he trying to be put on the Patriot missile? He's ready, he gets it and misses it. The trajectory was just off just by a minute bit. Walker will go to the top. The Patriot is injured. Walker is shoved up by Landell. O'Brien wasn't able to see it, and the cover by the Patriot. But the Patriot is in. No, Landell going after that shoulder. Buddy Landell trying to make. This is not the championship match. This is not the match. Landell trying to make sure the Patriot does not make it to the championship match. Buddy Landell going to work on the shoulder of the Patriot.
Landell trying to get every break he can. He interfered, took Chris Walker out of the tournament. Now he's really putting the move to the Patriot.
To the finals, the Patriot.
We got to get some order down here. And O'Brien turns around and sees that something is definitely rotten. Not only in Denmark, but around the globe. Count of 1, count of 2. Almost a count of 3. O'Brien in quite a predicament here. He has to check the shoulders, has to look one way to check the shoulders, but can't see what's going on behind him.
That's like we said, competent officiating sometimes has its drawbacks. Sean O'Brien making sure the Patriot's shoulders are down before he starts to count, has to take his eyes away from that conniving Buddy Landell, and Landell takes advantage, grabs hold of the ropes for extra leverage, and there he got caught. Sean O'Brien catches Landell using the ropes for leverage. He's going to make him break it.
Well, sometimes that competent officiating comes through, and it did right there.
But regardless of that, Craig, we can't forget the fact that damage was done. The Patriot was in the figure-4 leadlock of Buddy Landell for, a minute 10, a minute 20 seconds. That has got to hurt. That's taking away that other point of balance. He's lost a shoulder. Now he's lost a leg as a point of balance. Buddy Landell methodically destroying the Patriot. He's going to be the television champion of the GWF.
Buddy Landell with things well in hand. Landell wrestling his 4th match, the Patriot in his 5th match. And look at the Patriot! The Patriot!
Oh, yeah!
Flexing the muscles! He's getting his 2nd win! Coming in from the West Coast, sends them to the East Coast, hits them with the elbow! The Patriot coming back!
There's no way Landell could have prepared for this, Craig. The Patriot catches him across the chest with the clothesline, and Buddy Landell is down.
Landell gets up after a count of 2. The Patriot goes up, misses with the elbow, lands right on that bad shoulder. Landell tries to roll him up, has the cradle, 1, 2, but his foot's on the rope. His foot's on the rope. He was caught. He's having words with referee Sean O'Brien. Here comes the Patriot. There's the roll-up. 1, 2, 3.
The Patriot wins the title, Craig.
The Patriot is the television champion.
Wrestling fans, it's been an exciting hour so far on Major League Wrestling, and I am here right now with the new television champion, the Patriot, and I know it's got to make you feel good to know you're the first ever global television champion.
Well, it certainly does. It's a very exciting time for me, and I'm going to tell you what, Joe, to be able to represent the GWF as the first television champion, but more importantly, to represent the great people of America. And it was through the efforts of those great people that I was able to attain this great goal. I'm going to tell you what, Buddy Landell's a true competitor, man. What a great wrestler he is. And he took advantage of a situation. I was injured, and he pounced upon it, and he took advantage of a situation there. And, man, when I was down and out and didn't think I could get back up, man, these people energized me. I could feel their sense of pride and their sense of strength and determination. It just came into my body and energized me, and I was able to get up off that mat and get a great victory there for myself and the great people of the United States of America.
Well, I know that you represent not only the people of America, but you tell me patriots all around the world. He's the Patriot. He is the new global television champion. Congratulations coming in from all around the world to the Patriot.
To compete, you've got to be strong. To win, you've got to be smart. Maybe you can be one of us. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Make your winning move with the Marines.
Call us at 1-800-568-6258.
There is in Salisbury, Maryland, the hungry are being fed. In Wind Falls, Indiana, a man who learned to read at 47 is making sure others learn earlier. Every day, someone in America is doing something to light up another life. But there is so much more to do. The light to do it is within us all. We only need to share it. Call the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
The Global Wrestling Federation television champion, the Patriot. The Patriot handing out the stars and stripes to the fans around ringside here at the Global Dome. And what a tournament final it was as Buddy Landell jumped him from behind with the red, white, and blue shining through.
We thought the Patriot was thoroughly beaten after the match with Chris Walker and then being jumped by Buddy Landell to start the final match. He came through, unbelievable match, unbelievable tournament. He is now the GWF champion. There's a great look at that beautiful GWF television belt.
John Tatum, the opponent for the Patriot. Now, Tatum waltzed into the Global Wrestling Federation saying, hey, I want some competition. You know me from my past abilities and records. Now I want competition, and of course, look who the competition committee gave him. The man who is the television champion, the Patriot.
Well, there is no better competition in the GWF ever than the Patriot. The television champion won that grueling tournament. He is now the champ. He's got the belt. He's taking on all comers, and you got to give him credit here, Craig. On a television match with the television belt, he's taking on a great competitor in John Tatum.
Tatum tried chop after chop after chop. There's no taking down the Patriot as he just looks at John Tatum and goes, oh my Lord. And Tatum's going, ha-ha, what did I get myself into?
It's like chopping concrete in there as John Tatum puts the hands to the massive chest of the television champion and comes back much the worse for the wear.
I understand Bonnie Blackstone is standing by with some comments from one of our fans. Bonnie?
Craig and Scott, you're exactly right. I'm here with Makhan. Oh, taking a look at this great Patriot match. What do you think about the Patriot?
He has a great body, great moves. I wonder who he is.
So does everybody else, Craig.
Well, John Tatum thinks that he has the Oriental martial arts set down. Don't look behind you. Hello. Press slam. The Patriot brings him down. Tatum says, please, oh, please. As the man, the purveyor of the bionic pout, has met the Patriot.
The bionic pout, huh? John Tatum has a career in television commercials or something with a face like that. I don't know how much of a career in wrestling he's going to have after he's in there with the Patriot, but John Tatum isn't some Johnny-come-lately in there, if you'll pardon that pun. He's an accomplished title holder, and oh no.
Well, John Tatum has cried at the loss of many women, but now he's crying at the fact that he said, bring me the competition, and he got it. Sometimes you get what you ask for.
Look at that face. Oh, boy. And the Patriots ready. No, we can't see what the Patriots doing.
Well, the Patriot waiting for the appearance of John Tatum back into the ring. And I don't know if our TV crew knows about it, but he just walked right behind us. Rasta the Voodoo Man has come down to ringside.
What?
The Patriot looking down at ringside as Rasta the Voodoo Man has come down. Who is he looking at? The Patriot or John Tatum?
He's not looking at me. That's all I care about.
Tatum comes down and apparently hurts his knee. He went for the leapfrog. But right now, if I was either man in this ring right now, I'd be worried about the man on the outside as he just lurks around the outside.
That's a good look at Rasta the Voodoo Man, and look at the development on Rasta.
And apparently that was enough for the California kick. Distraction by Rasta on the Patriot, and that savant kick from Hollywood John Tatum. Konnichiwa. Yes, Ichiban, he says. Rasta.
Konnichiwa is a Japanese food, I think. Uh-oh, watch him.
Rasta apparently pointing at the Patriot with that mystical cane of his.
Is the Rasta laying down the gauntlet, Craig? Is he putting it, is Rasta making it known that he wants the Patriot? Oh, boy, what a match that would be between Rasta and the Patriot. Look at that. Look at Rasta. He's right there. Doesn't want to interfere, apparently. Not putting a hand on the Patriot.
The Patriot with a monkey flip. Is he going to get John Tatum down? Maybe? Maybe? No. Tatum comes down right on the forehead.
Now what is Rasta doing? There's a look at the big man.
Apparently, Rasta has seen enough as he has given his whatever, not well wishes to the Patriot and makes an exit. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Tatum and the Patriot, blow for blow, going at each other, but the Patriot with a series of right hooks. The Patriot gets him with a shoulder block. Fans getting into it here at the Global Dome. Into the ropes, Patriot high drop kick. Goes for the cover. Count of one, count of two. Tatum slips out. The Patriot picks him up. Power slam. Red, white, and blue style. Now, the Patriot climbs the ropes. The low trajectory, high-speed Patriot missile aims in, readies, and fires.
Oh, got him. Direct hit.
Ladies and gentlemen, retaining the GWF TV title, the Patriot!
We'll be back with more after these words.
I watched what I ate, worked out on my Easy Glider, and lost 75 pounds.
This is actual footage of Keith's home video showing his dramatic weight loss.
All across America, people have found that 20 minutes every other day works to firm all major muscle groups and helps to lose weight aerobically.
I'm using my arms, my shoulder, my back, my tummy, my thighs, my legs. I get it all.
Dual resistance allows you to adjust tension for both legs and upper body.
I have tried bikes, jogging, even racquetball, and Easy Glider is definitely the best.
And this handsome unit folds down quickly for easy storage.
Call toll-free like I did to shape up and slim down with Easy Glider.
Call toll-free 1-800-423-1200. We'll bill your credit card 3 easy payments of $19.95 each. You get a full 60-day home trial with a money-back guarantee. The total price, $59.85 plus $9 shipping and handling. Call now, 1-800-423-1200.
Atlanta's strong-arm Tom Glavine powers a surprising Braves drive for the National League West title. The Braves meet the Padres at the special time of 9 Eastern, live on ESPN, Wednesday Night Baseball.
There you see one of the popular light heavyweights in the Global Wrestling Federation by the name of Chaz from Los Angeles, California, going against a man very proud of the fact that he's from California, known as the California Blonde. Chaz weighs in at 200 pounds. The California Blonde claiming to own the entire coast of California, weighing in at 241. Collar and elbow tie-up as the Blonde gets the worst of it at the beginning, but then a series of reversal between the two gentlemen. Chaz finally comes away with it, putting the California Blonde into a little bit of pain. Back to the ropes they go. The Blonde misses with a clothesline once, twice, cross body block by Chaz. James Rule down there trying to get the count, but Chaz comes back with almost a cartwheel drop kick. Timeout, says the Blonde. One of these days, they'll inform the Blonde that there are no timeouts in professional wrestling, at least the last time we checked. They get ready to lock up again. Chaz, a very popular star from the light heavyweight division. Now taking the worst of things from the Blonde. Series of forearms to the back. Now we'll send him into the ropes. Oh, tried the hip toss. Let's go the other way. Drop kick by Chaz. Chaz taking control on the California Blonde, who may visit the dentist here pretty soon. Chaz has been a pro for now 4 years. Second generation wrestler. And very popular with the ladies here at the Global Dome. Now the Blonde takes him in the rope. Leapfrog by Chaz. Sunset flip. Will the Blonde go over? Ouch. No, the reversal by Chaz. Count of one, but that'll do it. The Blonde comes back with a big pink boot to the midsection. Now using the top rope for a little bit of choking action. To the ropes goes Chaz. And the big clothesline by the Blonde from the coast of California. Count of two by James Rule. Series of forearms by Chaz. Takes him into the ropes and the elbow. Sends the youngster from Los Angeles down to the mat. Count of one, count of two once again by James Rule. And the Blonde would like to see a faster count. Wouldn't a lot of wrestlers. Series of stomps by the California Blonde from, he says he owns the entire coast of California, has houses up and down, likes to go out and surf, and right now riding Chaz as though he were a surfboard, but using the middle rope to his advantage. Snapmare into the rear chin lock by the California Blonde. Putting pressure not only under the chin, but also to the right temple. Rule checking on Chaz. And a missed elbow. Unforced error by the California Blonde, but makes Chaz pay for it in his own way with a series of stomps. Chaz trying to get a breather, unable to get out of the ring to get that breather, and he's chased down by the Blonde. Blonde adjusts the elbow pad and comes down right onto the sternum. That could do it. Count of one, count of two. But the popular young Chaz kicks out. James Rule there awaiting a possible submission by Chaz, but usually the rear chin lock would not be enough pressure for some people with powerful arms can put you to sleep like that. And once again, a trip to the Doctor of Dental Sciences possible for the California Blonde. Chaz has been on the receiving end of most of the punishment in the last few minutes of the match. And the blonde quite impressive in the battle of two men from the Pacific Coast. Elbow by Chaz. Another elbow takes him back into the rope. Reversal by the California blonde. Chaz gets him with a shoulder block. One more time with the shoulder block. Went for a possible pin, but says, no, let me take him with me. Gets him up high, back crush. Chaz misses with the drop kick. The blonde thinks he has him in control. Picks him up. Gets ready, shoulder breaker. Sends Chaz down. Count of one, count of two, count of three. Let's get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the California Blonde.
Welcome to Mountain Man 101. Let's begin. This is a mountain man. Notice his love of great natural beauty, his instinctive resourcefulness, his healthy respect for a fine pair of cowboy boots. However, the easiest way to identify a mountain man is to look at his hands, which will no doubt be holding a smooth bush beer or an easy drinking bush light. So, head for the mountains and learn to live life as a man among men.
Now, there's a better cure for aromatosis. New Dr. Scholl's Super Odor Attackers with a superior odor trapping system proven best at fighting odor. New Super Odor Attackers, only from Dr. Scholl's.
You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
We hear about OPEC. We hear about all the major drug cartels in South America. We've got a cartel here in the Global Wrestling Federation, and here are two members, Makhan Singh and the Hustler Rip Rogers.
You know, people are asking, Makhan, they're asking me, the Hustler Rip Rogers, what about the cartel? The only thing you hillbillies need to know about the cartel is that right now the cartel consists of me, Hustler Rip Rogers, and the #1 super heavyweight in all professional wrestling today, which just happens to be Mr. Makhan Singh. And the boss has told Makhan to say a few select words to all you people, so listen to the great one speak.
Mr. Singh,
aren't you a silly-looking fool? You know something? People want to keep knowing who's a cartel, who's a cartel. Well, the boss will add to the cartel when we're ready. Right now, we got the two greatest wrestlers in the world in the cartel, and we'll just keep adding when we're ready. Right now, the Hustler and I are destroying people one after another, one after another. So when we get a little tired, maybe we'll add somebody else. But don't plan on that for a while. Get ready, we're here.
Well, Scott, I don't envy you one little bit having to deal with that pair. Hopefully that, I guess, joy won't come to me anytime soon. Well, we saw the Patriot in action against Hollywood John Tatum. What a great matchup that was. As we mentioned, John Tatum won in competition. He got it in the television champion, the Patriot. Plus, we saw the debut of the Lightning Kid. Definitely a force to be contended with here in the Global Wrestling Federation. For Scott Hudson, Joe Pettis.